wouldn't be fun if you didn't pucker at all.
Join us for the ride of a lifetime.
Let's watch an idiot try to ride a motorcycle. Some guy rides.
I think the Gulf is underrated. This is beautiful. Okay, dudes. I touched the Gulf. And now I'm gonna go start the BDR. It's crazy. It's like when you're standing still, it's very hot. But on the bike, there's still a little nip in the air for sure. I'm guessing the temp is going to go up throughout the day, but it's already noon, so I'm not sure. All right, dudes, I've officially started the Southeast BDR. Very exciting. The beach is nice, man. Should I just get a hotel and stay here for a week? It's really nice out here. That white sand, beautiful water. I'm into it. All right, I forget how long this route is. I want to say it's like 1,500 miles or something like that. And I got a long way to go to get home. I feel like it was 500 or 600 to get down here. I'm not really sure. One thing I haven't figured out about the DMD unit is like in Gaia, when I record my route, I end it at the end of the day, and then I can look at all the stats. Like, it shows everything, how far I went, how long it took, average speed, like everything. And I can't figure out how to find that on this. I can find the recording, but it doesn't have those stats. So I might have to request that, because that's a nice thing to have at the end of the day, to just, you know, sort of see where you're at, what you did. And again, man, out on that beach, it was boiling, kinda. I mean, it's not like sweat weather, but it was warm. And now back on the bike in the wind, and that's all over again. It's cold. Dudes, it's been 20 miles of this 4-lane bullshit. I'm not complaining. I'm kind of complaining. I mean, why? Why? I know why. They wanted to start somewhere cool, and that beach is cool, but this is just not good at all. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how much longer of this I have. I kind of remember. Well, let's see. I can kind of see. It looks up here. It looks like up here it gets off the maybe off the pavement. Can't tell. And another, I don't know if I've already mentioned this, but a cool thing about DMD2. So like, this will sometimes tell me when the next gas station is. For some reason it's all blacked out right now, but like I know there's one here, so if I short click, it says that's 100 miles away, so I'm fine. How cool is that? Or like the campground I'm going to, it's a lot closer than I thought. Well, as far as this says, it says it's like 40 miles away, so I don't think I'll be staying there tonight, but I gotta figure something else out. But that is a really, really handy feature. And I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, it's not Like, you can do that sort of in Gaia, but it's as the crow flies. This, I think, takes your route into account and uses that to calculate. So I'll find out. I hope that's true, because I could get myself in trouble if it's not, but I'm pretty sure that's true, and that's really cool. It's something I always wished Gaia had on the tab, because, you know, you'll see a campground and you'll be like, I wonder how far that was, and Gaia has grid lines, so you can kind of sort of guess, but it's certainly not as easy as boop, and it tells you. It's really, really cool. All right, that was about 25 miles of bullshit. And now let's see how uncool this sand is going to be. I'm going to be psyched to get out of Florida, man. I have a bad attitude, don't I? I do. I do. I don't like sand, man. Well, then why are you down here riding in Florida? It's a really pretty decent question, I'd say. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. All right. First dirt. Doesn't look too muddy yet. That's good. So it's about 30 miles of paved from the start, something like that. And I think this is, I think there's some kind of military base around here somewhere. All right, here we go on the Southeast BDR, and this video is sponsored by motocampnerd.com, and I really appreciate them helping me do these trips. So cool, great company, and more about them later. All right, this feels like a BDR. Oh. I know you can't tell, but this is slippery. I might be staying at that campground after all. Because I'm going to be poking on this stuff. Because I can't get hurt. Can't do it. I'd be poking anyway, though. Let's be honest. Yeah. Oh. God, do I hate sand. The rain may have helped me a little bit, honestly. Oh, it's sketchy, though. Oh, it's sketchy. I missed that 4-lane. At the beach earlier, I mean, this is a massive, I think it's Elgin Air Force Base, is that right? And you could hear the ordnance going off from the beach, like thundering. I have no idea how far away that was, but you could almost feel it. These roads are tricky because they're mostly fine, but this dappling from the sun makes it kind of hard to read. And there are some serious patches of sand now and then. But I think I'm getting pretty lucky so far. I don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to jinx myself, but it's definitely not soggy from the rain, so it had time to dry out, which is awesome. Other than that first little section, it's been pleasant. No real issues. But now that I've said that, I'm sure I've screwed myself. Man, look at that. Pretty cool. I just saw a sign that said Hurricane Lake 9 miles, which is where I'm going. Which, it's way too early to stop, dudes. So I'll stop somewhere around there and figure out what my plan of action is. I can't get too far ahead because I want to meet Johnny Powell at the right time, because today is what? Friday? Yeah. Today's Friday. I've got tomorrow. And then I'm supposed to meet Johnny Powell on Sunday. And last I looked, it was supposed to rain on Sunday too, so I hope that's not true. This looks like it was just paved over. I wonder if this was dirt before. Okay, here comes some sketch. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh. I know most of you guys would be ripping through this. I know. But in the motorcycle genre, in the motorcycle YouTuber genre, I represent people who suck at riding a motorcycle. I'm here to prove that even if you suck at it, you can still get out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to rip it. You don't have to be cool. You can be a dork and terrible at what you're doing. That's fine. I'd venture to say that most people are dorks and terrible at whatever they're doing. I think that's like the default. Now, what's going on here? Because it says the route goes that way, which I don't believe it does, unless it's right here. Yeah, okay. Alright, everybody, calm down. Now we got some rocks. Whoa, a little bit of everything back here. And that sign that said 9 miles to Hurricane Lake, obviously there's a more direct way to go. Starting to get a little soggier, but not too bad yet. It's really pleasant back here, man. I'm not complaining at all. And off that, what looked like it was newly paved part, there are just road after road spitting off to each side. Oh. So far, I'd say you need little to zero skill on the first section. Especially if you're willing to go 3 miles an hour. I think you would call this deep ass sand. Jesus. Did I put that clip in when John was at the BMW place with Katie doing the one-handed through the sand thing? Good Lord. That is impressive. I have enough trouble with 2 hands. Look at that place. What happened there? Whoa, whoa. What happened there? I love shit like that. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Well, this looks like a really nice campground, Hurricane Creek, but it's so early. So I'm trying to figure out how far it is to the next one, but it won't tell me unless I'm actually on the track. So I'm going back here a little bit to where the track is, which I think is right here. And now let's see if it will tell me. Okay, tell me what I want to know. Oh, I know why. So it's 65 miles to there. Oh, that sucks. It's 3 o'clock. It's because it's not on the same track. So if that's 65 miles, it's 3 o'clock. Huh. It all depends on how bad this is. Alright, dudes. I gotta keep going. Number one, even if it was 3, I would still have to keep going. But I think it's 2. I think I had a time change, and the motorcycle doesn't know that, and neither does the DMD because it's not connected to data. But my phone says 2. So I've got at least 3 hours or more. So whatever. That looked like a beautiful place though. It would have been cool to just kick it there, but I can't do it. It's if it's 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7 hours of sitting there relaxing, looking at the beautiful lake, reading. That sounds kind of good actually. But wow, that lake is big. But I'm not doing it. I'm here to ride a motorcycle, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I guess note to self, draw the entire route and have it in there so that you can figure out distances between tracks. Yeah. Because that is a really handy thing. But that's okay. That's okay. Live and learn. I wonder if there's a way to connect the tracks within the device. There's another deer up there. And it's really pleasant back here. It's nice pine grove sort of forest. It's nice. And the weather, dudes, it's beautiful. Just a little bit brisk, but not cold. Really nice. I'm digging it. Great day. Alright, I bet here's going to be another interesting road. Hurricane Lake, dudes. Stay there. I wish I could have. It looked really pleasant. And you know, whatever campsite I find later is not going to be anywhere close to that. Oh, you know, I got new tires, and I took the wheels off to take them in to get somebody to do them on a machine because it's such hell, and I just didn't have the time. Even though I'm cheap. But so my new thing for the axle nut problems I've had, where I don't tighten them or like whatever, I put something. Okay, well, it's changed. First, I put something in my ignition, and then I realized that wasn't a good idea because it didn't come out easily. I put a zip tie in there just to be like a reminder, don't put the key in here until you've dealt with your axle nut. So that wasn't a good idea because it was hard to get it out, and I thought I had messed it up. But so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the axle nut in the key and put the key a little bit in the ignition so that I cannot start the bike without making sure that that thing is tight. Because I was just imagining, you know, yesterday coming down on all pavement doing 65 in places, and like if what happened on the Northeast BDR when I was probably going 20 miles an hour, if that had happened going 65 miles an hour, I probably would have been in a bit of trouble. So, and I also thought I want to get like a half width nut just as a locking nut, or I could drill a hole and do a cotter pin, which is probably what I should do, but I don't have a drill press. I think my neighbor has a drill press, so maybe that's what I'll do. But man, that's some danger right there that I don't need in my life. Oh shit. Damn. Dude. Be careful. Oh. It's just going on my merry way. Deep sand. Come on, dude. Get it together. I'm having battery issues and I don't know why. My GoPro, I run it off a brick usually in my pocket, but now it's in like a lanyard around my neck. And it's worked fine for years, and all of a sudden it's just not charging the GoPro. I don't know what's up with that. I do not know what's up with that. What's this weird vehicle? Man, they're not kidding around. That thing. Thank you. Oh, hell. don't think I don't think about ride right when I'm in the left. Just don't think I'm not thinking about it, because I am. And if you can see, it's not a blind corner. Isn't it okay? That was like 20 minutes of sort of hard pack trail, really nice. And I turned on this road and it's full on sand. I don't think I've seen anybody out here but that truck. Haven't seen one motorcycle on the route yet. And this isn't as sandy as the introduction was. It's not that bad. But I keep getting surprised, man. I'll start getting comfortable and get a certain speed going, and then bam, something uncool pops up. Dudes, it's Halloween, I just realized. And I've been going through some fairly spooky spots. I've never been one to really dress up for Halloween. I went as Judge Thomas's garage one year. I'll let you use your imagination about what that costume was. It's very stupid. But I've just, I love Halloween. But, you know, once you turn 12 or something, the magic is kind of gone a little bit. We used to go hard on Halloween in our neighborhood. Well, actually, we didn't really have a neighborhood, but I went to friends' neighborhoods. And I don't know if you guys did this, but we would go to the grocery store and just load up on eggs and shaving cream and toilet paper. And we would just cause mayhem. Did I already talk about this? I think I did. I can't remember what we used to do something to the shaving cream cans. And I can't remember. I think you put like a different nozzle on the top and it would shoot like 20 or 30 feet. And we'd come up against a rival group of friends and just destroy each other. It's fun. And I remember one year, this was when I was little, we lived in Georgia, and my dad had a yellow Malibu, Chevy Malibu. It was just an ugly ass car. And it was when like CB radios had just come out. I think Smokey and the Bandit was like, you know, it was that sort of time. What is that, 78 or something like that? I don't remember. Maybe earlier than that. But anyway, he had a CB radio in his yellow Chevy Malibu. And not only that, the CB had a PA feature, so there was a speaker screwed inside the hood of the car, and you could flip the CB to PA and talk. And I guess that's right when Star Wars came out too. Is that 78? But anyway, we drove through the neighborhood on Halloween and breathed into the microphone like Darth Vader. We thought it was so hilarious. I wouldn't mind having a yellow Chevy Malibu. God, it was an awful looking car. Almost as bad as before that. When I was really little, we had a pale blue Pinto with the fake wood grain panels. That was the one that exploded if someone ran into you from the rear. Oh, Jesus. Wraparound shades guy wouldn't have hit that pothole at all. I've been waiting for some new people to show up. Like, you know, there's Big Boss, there's Ass, there's Wraparound Shades guy. Smalls used to show up now and then. What's that guy's name? From Raising Arizona. We need some new blood, I think. But nobody showed up. I don't know what to say about it. Maybe in a couple days it'll get weird. That's the hope. My map just disappeared. I wonder what that's all about. And none of these mileages have shown up for a long time. I don't know what that's all about either. Anyway, this route is just nothing exciting, really. I mean, it's just sort of pretty. Lots of that pine forest was beautiful. Several deer today. And, you know, a couple of sketchy spots. And I was like, that was cool. I was wondering if it would feel remote, and boy, it does. I felt out there for a good bit of this. And at first I was worried. Well, I wasn't worried, but it just seemed like there was going to be lots of pavement. But no, there's been a lot of dirt. A lot of dirt. I'd say it's probably, I don't know, maybe 70% dirt. I don't know. But at times it reminds me of the Tat going through like Mississippi. This reminds me of that. Nothing exciting, but pleasant. And I hope my luck holds for the nothing too difficult. I was really worried about Florida because I don't know. It sounded like there was going to be some serious sand, and there were a couple spots, but no big deal, really. I'll tell you what, though, if you do this route, just do be careful, because the locals use these roads and they drive very fast. A couple of pickup trucks have just come barreling. Oh. And one of them today was a forest ranger, and he was just, I mean, he must have been going 50 on a road like this. The temperature is definitely dropping. I don't need the puffy yet, and I don't need the gloves yet, but big change in the last 2 hours. And I don't know. I was like, John almost had me convinced to blow this off and start somewhere else, but you know, I always kind of want to do the whole thing. And I'm glad I did, because this has not sucked at all. It's been really pretty and chill. I'm digging it. And I'm just so psyched that the rain dried up, because I can imagine some of this would be pretty difficult if it's wet and maybe not so fun. But this has been really good. Good job, Beater. And I wonder if I get out of Florida today. Maybe, I'm not sure. I might get into Alabama. And I did see on the Facebook page, the SEBDR Facebook page, some dudes took a picture of their bikes just covered in red clay, slick, gross, sticky mud, and they were like, it's a little hairy. So hopefully that'll be dried up by the time I go through there, because that stuff's no fun, man. I guess some people think it is fun, but to me, I could do without it. I'm fine with this boring, you know, piddling through the woods stuff. This is my speed right here. I think I'm coming up on the sausage store. I don't know what that is, but it's a waypoint. And I guess I'll stop and see what that is. And hopefully there's going to be gas coming up here soon. I'm fine. I've only gone 120 miles on this tank. I still don't exactly know what the range of this thing is, but I'm just calling it 200. I think it would be more than that, but I've never ran it dry, and I really should do that just to see, but you know. You guys remember when I was a sad vegan? No more. Although I got a physical coming up. So we'll see. Dudes! Just stopped at the sausage store and had two disgusting, delicious sausage dogs topped with all kinds of crap and some jalapeno chips. I am so not a vegan anymore. So not. And this is the second section of the Southeast BDR. I just crossed over 65, and I don't know. I keep acting like it's over, like the dirt's over, but I think I got another. Let's see. Probably 30 miles to camp. I called the campground and got no answer. So I'm just, it's a little bit off the route, so I'm just gonna wing it and hope for the best. It's getting chilly. And I forgot to tell you guys, my wife and I are writing a screenplay. I don't know if I've ever talked about this before, but I did have a writing sort of chapter of my life. When I moved to Los Angeles, I really wanted to be a writer, and I'm sure I've talked about this along with everything else under the sun. but I had a book that the record company published for me, and so I used that to get a literary deal with, that sounds fancy, but it's not really. But I got a literary deal with an agency. I have talked about this before, and they sent me on all kinds of meetings with really huge agencies like Gersh and like all the big agencies. And they all wanted to know if I had anything about Christmas, which I did not. But I had a bunch of spec scripts. I had a bunch of spec TV scripts, and I had a couple of screenplays. I can't say that they were good, because if I could say they were good, I would probably have become a writer. But the only real thing I got was Fox Television optioned an idea that I had for a TV show. They actually optioned it twice. Never got made, nothing ever happened, but whatever. It was cool though. It was cool to have that, like, have those meetings. It's so weird and so like so Hollywood and so really not my thing, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it at the time. Would have been cool if I had gotten like on a show or something, but no dice. No dice. But anyway, I kind of do know how to write a screenplay, although I haven't done it. The last thing I did was a spec. There's this book called Blindness by Jose Ferragamo. Is that his name? I don't know if that's his name. Shit, I might have that all wrong. Jose, I forget his name. Anyway, it's a great book, and I wrote a screenplay based on the book. And my idea was that I was going to get somebody to buy the rights to the book. Like, I would show them my screenplay and say this would be great, and they would buy the rights to the book and get it produced. And just as I finished, and I was like making a list of people to send it to, I read that the rights had been bought. It was really just for practice, so I didn't really care. I didn't really think it was going to be anything anyway. But I wanted to see if I could adapt the book. And it was really fun. And it took so much time. I wasted just so much time on it. There was this place called the Cow Ear Cafe on Washington Boulevard, right near the beach in Venice Beach. And I went there every single morning I wasn't working, which was a lot because I was a freelancer and worked on it. And I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. But anyway, we've been kicking around these ideas. I told my wife about this idea and I thought she was gonna ridicule me, but she kind of liked it. And then she started having all these ideas too. So now it might be a team effort, I think. It could be fun. When we were really young and just starting dating, we were into all kinds of stuff like that. Like a Western, we wanted to do a Western version of a Shakespeare play. Just stupid shit. So anyway, that's been taking up some of our talk time, coming up with ideas for the screenplay. I can't tell you the premise yet, but it's good. I think it's good, and I think it would be a way to explore a lot of what I'm feeling at this age, you know, of course that's what it's about, sort of. And I think my media mod is toast. I mean, GoPro, how can you make such pieces of shit equipment? How? The battery charges if I plug it straight into the camera without the media mod. Oh, that squirrel almost bit it. Does exactly what it's supposed to do. But when I plug it into the media mod, it doesn't do shit. And I'm pissed. And I think I brought a spare media mod, knowing that GoPro sucks ass. So that hopefully will fix it. But man, come on. It's so shitty. Everybody's switching over to Insta360, those new cameras. I forget what they're called. But I don't know. I've seen a couple of reviews and like there's some stuff that I don't like about those either. So devil you know, I guess, for now. But Jesus, man, they have one job. They have one job to make a cool camera that works and accessories that work. Why is it so difficult? It's so annoying. And I heard from my family when I stopped. I'm going to regret those sausage dogs. I'll tell you that right now. I better get a spot at this campsite because they have a bathroom. And I think that's going to be a key situation at some point tonight or tomorrow morning for sure. When I'm ready to eject some Einstein logs. And I don't know, dudes. I think I'm gonna make it out of Florida too, right? If I haven't already. I was really worried about that section. Oh Jesus, I can't see anything. Jesus, I hope nothing's coming. I wonder if you could see on the camera just the glare, man. Holy crap. I was really worried about the Florida situation. I'd heard deep sand and messiness and puddles and big, and I really didn't run into much of anything at all. I puckered a couple of times. I mean, it wouldn't be fun if you didn't pucker at all. But it was really just nice. It was pleasant. And I also thought it was just going to be super boring. And it wasn't exactly exciting, but it was pretty, man. I mean, I'm on a motorcycle riding on a sunny day. I mean, hell yeah. There's some kind of stagecoach old thing up here, I think. I'll probably, that's where I split off to go to the campsite, so I'll probably stop there tomorrow. See, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Maybe I'll turn my blinker off. That would be the professional thing to do. Here's the back place. This is Stock Law Campground. And it said $10 for a tent site. Looks like they have concerts. I'm digging this place. I don't know if there's an office. I don't know what to do. Guess I'll see if they call. I'm gonna see if there's any instructions up here. And then I'm gonna see if they called me back. And if none of those things happen, I'm gonna pitch a tent somewhere and pay him tomorrow. Oh, maybe this is okay, I see. Alright, Stocklaw Campground is really cool. There's nobody here except for some RVs. But check out that big stage. I bet there's some cool stuff going on out here. It's huge. There's bathrooms and showers back behind the stage. There's other bathrooms over there. And the people seem cool too. He left me a message and just said, use the QR code, which I can't do because my phone's not really connecting. So I texted him that hopefully he'll get that and said I can leave a check or I can do it when my phone works. I took a picture. So anyway, I think I'm good. So I'm gonna set up camp. All right, dudes. Look, if you haven't started gathering your gear up yet, go to motocampnerd.com and get them to help you. You can do it two ways. One, you can do it the way I did, which is spend months researching, going down the rabbit hole of YouTube review videos, equipment reviews, all this stuff. And I still made some wrong choices. Or you can get a hold of Ben or Mary at motocampnerd.com. Just go to their website, put in their contact form, tell them what you need, tell them what your budget is, and they will hook you up with exactly what you need. You don't have to worry about it. There's my soggy setup right now. But I gotta say, having the right gear is key. And honestly, whatever your budget is, try to max it out, because the more you spend, the more comfortable you'll be, the more protected you'll be from the weather and all that stuff. So some of it can get a little pricey, but if you ask me, it's worth paying more now and getting the right stuff instead of buying a bunch of stuff and it being wrong, which is what I did. I wasted a lot of money. So look, go to motocampnerd.com because I want them to know that these videos are doing something for them, because I really appreciate them sponsoring this stuff. These trips are not cheap and it really helps me out a lot. So please go give their site a look, and when you're ready to buy something, talk to them and buy it there and tell them I sent you. That's motocampnerd.com. Right on. So my tent totally didn't dry, bunched up in a bag all day, which is really surprising. So that's kind of a nightmare. The floor of the tent is a little bit damp, and my ShamWow is damp. So I'm not sure what to do. I'm kind of just letting it air out. I changed the media mod. Are we wondering what's going on with my hair? I'm wondering. And that fixed it. So the media mod is going to be good to go for tomorrow, unless this one breaks too, which I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm in Georgia, so I didn't even see the line for Georgia, but I'm here. And Florida, done. It was a great day, beautiful day, really enjoyable route, which I hate to say surprised me. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. It was really pleasant, and I think that had to do with the conditions and the weather, and it was just really, really beautiful. And it's starting to get dark, and it's starting to get chilly, so I'm gonna gear up a little bit, get all my shit done, maybe have a sip of bourbon, and go to sleep, and hope that those sausage jogs don't wake me up in the middle of the night. This place is cool though, man. I'd love to be here when something's going on. Right on. Night, dudes. I'll see you in the morning.
Hey, please like this video if you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Also, if you're interested, there are links to gear lists and goofy t-shirts in the description. Thanks a ton for watching.